This is Mac with PriceActionTradingSystems.com, and I just wanted to show you a trade here that I took this morning. I actually didn't have the trade triggered so quickly that I didn't have time to set up the recorder and get my order in and all that in time. So I was hoping that I could get my order in and I could get the recorder going first, but I couldn't. So what I did was I went ahead and recorded the actual trade, and now I'm just going to come back and put the audio on there. But before I start the trade and let you watch it play out, I'm going to explain to you why I took the trade and how I entered the trade, and then we'll watch it play out. But first of all, I want you to see there's a two-legged move down here. There's the first leg, then you got the little pull back here, and then there's a second leg, and then we got that reversal off the second leg. And a couple of other things to notice here. We had a second entry short that reversed and is now turned into a second entry long, so that's a short trap. And so what we wanted to do, as you can see, you got a bearish bar right here. Prices opened and ticked lower first and then reversed, leaving us a nice reversal bar. And you could wait for this bar to close before entering and put your stop above it, but I usually like to enter right above this, so I would have put an order one tick above it. That's normally how you enter. But in this case, I entered a little differently because we are so close to the top. I wanted to try to get an extra tick or two out of this. So once prices broke higher, I dropped in a limit order right here at the top of this bar, hoping prices would back up and take me in, and they did. And then when I start the trade, you will see that. Unfortunately, I didn't get the very first part of that. This is where I picked the trade up right here after it had already triggered. But you could have actually dropped your order another tick, maybe even two. There's always a chance when you do this that you get left behind. So I didn't want to get greedy, but I did save myself a tick by getting in here. And that allows me to get out by possibly only revisiting this high and breaking one tick higher and making a double top, because there's always a chance prices could turn back down at this EMA the second time up. I didn't think that was the case, because here's another reason I like this trade. We had this trend line coming down here off the bottom, and if you clone that and drag it up, you would see that we probably had a trend line up here that matched. But anyway, we bounced off that here, we bounced off of it here, so that was another reason for the trade. But this was what I was expecting to be the target. Look how we had a double bottom, really a triple. We had a strong support across here. We broke through that support right in here, coming down. We broke below it, and we never have pulled back and tested it. Prices will almost always come back and test these important areas. And generally, that's a great place to get short again, because then prices will move on. And but anyway, I'm looking for a target of up in here. I know we're going to make that no, so you want to scalp out. But what I wish I would have done, if I would have been thinking ahead and known I was going to record this, I meant to have a scalp and run strategy set up here, and I would have scalped out one contract here at a point, and then I would have kept a runner and tried to get 2 points out of it by exiting up here near this breakout area. Unfortunately, I didn't get my order in there in time, and that didn't happen. So I'm just going to scalp out of this trade. It is a counter trend trade, so it's not a trade that I recommend getting too aggressive with. And for that reason, we'll just scalp out right here and let this be the end of this trade. But anyway, that's why I entered where I did. That's how I got into the trade. Let's watch it play out now and see what happens. I started the trade going here. We're immediately going to move our stop up. As you can see, I'm moving that stop up to one tick below our entry bar. And again, a lot of times you might wait till this bar completes and then place your order above it. But when you get this kind of reversal and prices break out the top, that's usually a very good sign, especially on a failed second entry short. And as you can see, you could have easily gotten another tick out of this. So I could have entered as low as here if I really wanted. I could have had my limit order there, but I didn't want to risk missing the trade either. So there's always pros and cons to every strategy, and but regardless, I got in the trade. I got a better tick than using a stop entry, and now we're going to see if we go higher or if we turn down. And I've got my stop in there. So now the trade's really automatic. It's either going to come back and take out my stop, or it's going to go higher and take me out of the trade. So we'll see what happens. Prices are still moving. Trade's kind of slowed down a little bit here. Here we go. So we're just waiting to see either the stop's going to get taken out or our target profit's going to get taken out. And after this bar completes, if we're not out, I'd probably move my stop to one tick below it. It just depends on how the pattern's looking. But here we go. Prices just ticked off our order there. Didn't close up there. Here we go. Here we go. All right, now we're out of this trade. And you see that's about a 5-minute trade. Nice, simple trade. And the reason we took it again, we got these 2 legs down. Let me show you the first leg. There's the first leg. I measured it. And you take your arrow, your line, you move it over here, and you can see it was about a measured move down to this area. So that was why I was expecting a reversal there. And I'm also expecting prices to come up here and touch this line. And you can see that's exactly what's going on over here. Will they go higher? Maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because we're out of the trade. And so this is Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and this is a nice example of a 2-legged move and a reversal off of it. And so I appreciate you watching.